Hey, if you're worried about running Phandalin, you'll be sweet. The only thing you need to worry about is running this character right here. This is Molly, and she's the key to a lot of quest hooks around town. She can give the players these great handouts, these crayon drawings she's made, that depicts the kinds of things she's cited about Phandalin, and that's going to give the players the information they need to make decisions. Now, you might not recognise Molly from the book. That's because she is new, but don't worry, I'm going to show you exactly how to roleplay her. But just pause for a second and make sure you're 100% clear on what your goal is for Phandalin. Because there's a lot of information in this town. Information about all the weird happenings in the wilderness surrounding. And your goal should be to disseminate that information in a way that does not suck. Specifically, this information is about 7 quest hooks in and around town. Hey, the Red Brands are trouble. Have you heard of Thundertree? What's happening in that abandoned town? There's a necromancer at Old Owl Well. That's a really hard word to say. Agatha the Banshee, she's out there in Coneyberry. Oh, what about our friend Gundren Rockseeker? We need to find Cragmore Castle. And there's a bounty on these bandits at Wyvern Tor. And then I've added a 7th one, an original one, if you want to meet the Black Spider earlier, which I'm going to represent by this empty Coke can that says, Senorita, we have to go meet the Black Spider for some mysterious trade. Let me be clear though, when we dangle these plot hooks in front of the players, we don't need them to bite every single one. We just need them to be aware that these options exist. The potential problem we're facing with this lineup is how long do you think it would take to disseminate this information? It looks like about 7 scenes to me, and my players would take about 20 minutes per scene. That's 2.5 hours of mostly role-playing. I think my players would find that fatiguing. Give me a sec, let me illustrate it, and we'll put these quests on the physical map, and you can see how spread out this gameplay is. Okay, so let's put these on the map. The Red Brands are a problem. Everybody complains about the Red Brands in town, but it's Carp Elderleaf that has special information about this secret entrance, so they can talk to him at the Elderleaf farm. Then, the ruins of Thundertree. What's going on there? It's actually Carp's mum, I forgot her name, Eileen, who lives with him that has that information, because she's friends with Rudolph the Druid. So they're in the same location. Then we have the Necromancer. He's become a bit of a problem. There's an old adventurer named Darren Eatermouth over here. And by the way, in the original book, I think he's just an elf. But in the new book, he's a drow for some reason. That's stupid, okay? Don't do that. Just keep him an elf. We have Sister Grell's quest to go steal with Agatha. That's at the Shrine of Luck. Where's our mate Gundren? It's at the Townmaster's Hall from Sildar Hallwinter that the players get concrete information about this. Right there. And then we have the bounty on the bandits. That's posted at the Townmaster's Hall as well. Then our original quest, where the Black Spider shows up and talks to the players. That can happen anywhere, so I'll put our Senorita here. Looking at it, it's kind of grouped in 5 different areas. So maybe you could get away with just 5 scenes, but what I want to do is use this original character of Molly to grab bits and pieces from all of these stories and then combine them into one character, one scene. So then, if the players become aware of these quest hooks, they can go pursue further information, but at least they become aware of them all from one character. And this also means we get to cut some people. I think that we are cutting Carp and his mum. They are not characters. We are cutting Darren. He's not a drow, and he's not a character anymore. And we can keep the rest. So, here is how to roleplay Molly. Hey, Mage, where are you, mate? Are you going to help us unload Gundren's cart or what? What? I said, are you going to help unload Gundren's cart or Oh, wait, I see what you did there. Very clever. Yeah, I might just hang out, take a short rest, eat some hit dice or however that game mechanic works. Yeah, mate, I don't actually think you should be eating dice, hey? Nah. Dice are really good for you. Your body needs microplastics and macroplastics. It's about balance. Oh, okay. Well, after you finish eating your dice, why don't you make yourself a bit useful and go talk to that child over there? Do you mean that kid with like 7 quest markers above her head? That kid? Yes. You mean that kid, the only character we've met this entire campaign with a specific and practiced accent as opposed to all the vaguely European NPCs we've met? Hello? Oh, he's already left. Oh no, I made eye contact. Here she comes. Hello, aren't you a helpful little girl?
That's right. I'm an assessment manager. An assessment manager is very important. I carry in boxes from shipments. Bart is 1,000,000 years old, so he can't handle them all himself. But I'm super strong. That's what he told me.
He's 30.
I also help him set up the tables and bring him vegetables and eggs and meat so he can do the cooking. I like spaghetti.
I'm not entirely sure that lifting boxes and eating spaghetti technically counts as management.
You're just saying that because you don't know anything about business. That's why I'm the assistant manager here. If you need anything managed, you know where to find me.
Look, me and the party might need something managed. We do have a bag of holding that is pretty much a horror show at the moment. It does depend on how much you charge. What does Bart pay you?
Bart pays me 5 silver every day I come in because I'm because I'm not spensable. I can't be spenced. Sister G doesn't pay as much, but she packs sandwiches for my mama sometimes.
Speaking of Bart, the half-orc, I noticed that he was sporting a black eye and a split lip. How did he get roughed up?
He said he got hurt in an accident moving some things. I hope it don't happen again, though. What if he ends up as a asthmatic, like Buddy?
Oh, you mean Buddy the asthmatic cat? Yeah, I bet he is your best friend.
I love Buddy. I wish that horrid goose would stop coming around and bothering him. Bart says Buddy's too old and sick to get riled up like that.
Sorry, a goose?
Yeah, there's a big goose in town. It's pretty scary. You can't get within 10 feet of it before it starts a hissing. He causes all sorts of mischief.
Oh, mischief, you say? Look, mischief is kind of my main deal. What kind of stuff did this goose get up to?
Well, one time, the goose got in the cellar somehow, and then we got back the next day and there was a terrible mess down there. Wine spilled everywhere, and Buddy was trapped under a barrel. We had to chase the goose out with a rolling pin. And when we got him to the door, he pecked at me and stole my charm bracelet. That time wasn't so funny, but when he gave Buddy a bath after, he looked like a beanpole.
Okay. Look, Molly, I'm going to be honest. I'm from a far-off mystical land called Australia, and I don't really know what a beanpole is, but it sounds folksy and fun. Hey, what's that you've got in your drawing there?
Nothing much. This one's Buddy in a hat. I just like to draw on the paper the vegetables come in. Bart says I'm very talented, which means I'm good at drawing.
Well, he's right. Is that what you want to be when you grow up? Maybe an artist? Or do you want to be something else? An adventurer?
I guess I could keep being the assessment manager. Bart's real old, so he'll need someone to keep things straight around here.
He is 30.
But I kind of want to draw a lot. That would be nice. And if that don't work out, I want to be a kitty cat and a wizard.
A kitty cat wizard. Wow, that sounds like an overpowered homebrew class. Hey, Bart's clearly not your dad. Where's your parents?
My mama's at home. Mrs. Ellie is her name. She sells things a lot, but she don't make much money and she can't always move so good.
And your father is?
His name was James. Mama don't talk about him much.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm guessing he's not in your life anymore. I'm really sorry to hear that.
He died when I was real small. Mama says they came here to do the mining, but it didn't work out none. Sewing doesn't make so much, so, you know.
If you see a halfling walking around your height, that's our party rogue. And he's got a son about your age. If his son worked as hard as you do, I bet he'd be very proud. Do you support your mother?
Yep. Sometimes I help Sister G at the graveyard too, but not lately.
Hey, me and the others might be looking for work as well. Is there anything going on around town for adventurers?
The mayor has some bounties on the baddies outside of town. and it's been up for months now. It pays good, but Mama said I ain't old enough to fight no bandits.
Hey, your mama is right. I don't think those bandits would stand a chance against you, though. Hey, you said you work for Sister G. Who is that?
Sister G works at the graveyard, but she's been stressed lately. She said her special powers ain't working.
What kind of special powers does Sister G have?
Sometimes she goes out to the grave and just sits real quiet like. Then later, she's gotta do an errand or talk to someone or do some magic stuff. She says it puts folks at rest, but this one time, I saw someone else at the graveyard.
Oh, yeah? Who did you see at the graveyard?
I saw someone there near dusk one time. He was a spooky stranger, which means danger. And he came out later carrying a brown sack.
Okay, where did he take the sack, Molly?
He left town, but I didn't follow him because it's dangerous outside of town on account of the bandits. Maybe the roof person saw where he went better.
Okay, wow. You just know everybody around here. Who's this roof person?
I saw this person on roofs a few times. He was wearing a hood and sitting real still like. I thought they might be up to something, but Buddy was up there too, and if Buddy trusts someone, then they can't be too bad.
I've got a bad feeling about this one, Molly. Tell me, when did this roof person show up and where did you see them?
A week or so? All around town. Well, all around the town where the roofs are, anyhow.
Well, there's a lot going on in this town. Is there anywhere else you think we should visit?
There's a tap house, but they're mean. I needed to pick up something from my mama, and Krista had plumb forgot about it, and she said I was making it up even though I had the paper, and she called me a liar and then kicked me out. But I ain't no liar. I'm trustworthy, and I know a lot of secrets.
Oh, okay. Look, it seems like you've kind of collected these quest markers like scout badges, huh? Hey, but if you've got secrets, you should prove it by telling me one.
Well, okay, you know that big old house up on the hill, the manor? No one's supposed to live there, but there's a secret cave out back, and I saw a monster use it. I ran away after that.
Holy shit! I mean, goodness gracious. Sorry. That's actually an incredible secret. What did this monster look like?
You ever feel like someone is watching you? I was like that, but badder. I ran away pretty quick, but I remember a really, really big eye, even though it was dark. I drawed it here.
Oh, thank you. Hey, great drawing. Molly, a few people around here have mentioned the Red Brands. Are they as bad as people say?
They're awful. They beat up people, and I don't like the way they look at Buddy. And they came and talked to Mama once, and because she was behind on payments.
Oh, mate. What does she owe the Red Brands?
Mama said the mayor owns our house, so we gotta pay the Red Boys. But it's hard, and that's why I gotta make money. My mama says we should move away like Cassidy and his mama did, but where would we go?
Oh, why did Cassidy and his mother move away from town?
They're the sheriff's wives and sons. He up and vanished, so...
Yeah, do you know where the sheriff and his family moved?
I don't know. I'm friends with Cassidy, and he said that they didn't think it was safe around here anymore. They packed up and left a few days before the sheriff went missing. I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Molly, that's really sad. But hey, thank you so much for your help. Oh look, here comes Bart with some spaghetti. That was pretty fun. You can tell why I like her. She's a really cool character. Don't forget, check out the newsletter, start-a-quest.com, and you can get this stuff on Patreon, right? It's like $6 or something to steal. Go get it.